All right, and welcome back, folks, to another episode of John Deere, the Good, the Bad, the Ugly. Today we are going to be looking at the John Deere 4020. All right, so here she is right here. She's a two-wheel drive model, and you know me, I love my two-wheel drive tractors. Okay, so before we get too deep into it, let's jump in the store and see exactly what we have. Tractors. Here she is right here. Base price $15,200, which I can live with how old it is and the fact that it's two-wheel drive tractor. I'm all right with that. A whopping 88 horsepower. So we have three different wheels we can choose from: standard wheels, narrow wheels. We'll actually buy those ones because I haven't bought those ones yet. We'll just buy that right now. I haven't seen what they look like on this tractor. And then we have wide tires, okay? So, yeah, wide tires, that's going to add a whopping $1,000. And you can choose your rim color as well. All right, so looking back at the tractor now, you'll notice that the rims on the narrow tires and the wide tires are white. Even though I selected them as default, they are white. Not the end of the world, because you can, of course, choose your color. You could select yellow, but it's going to cost you a little bit more. So let's fire this girl up. That's pretty good right there. I like that. Okay. Seems to drive pretty good. Running over some bumps. Yeah, I handled that pretty good. The sound isn't the best. I just feel like the tone is a little off. Ooh, she gets up and goes. Oh, Lord. Shutdown is really good. So the transition between starting, running, shutdown are all good. I just think the running sound needs a little bit of work. Jumping over to the wide tire ones, I want to make the note, and I think it's a little funky, that we have like a four-wheel drive tire on the front of a two-wheel drive. Should just be a narrow tire, regardless of whether or not you put wide tires in the back. My opinion, because having that type of tread is going to do you zero good in real life. Let's take a look at lights. I can hear them, but I can't see them. So, doesn't appear to have signal lights. It's not modeled on there, but obviously the sound is there. We have backwork lights, pretty dang bright ones at that. Let's see. We have front headlights, although we don't have front work lights, so to speak. Okay. No brake lights either, and obviously there is no beacon on it. So let's jump into cab now and take a look around. Well, here we are. A bit of a different view. This is a port over from FS15, if I remember correctly. In FS15, I could have swore you saw the steering wheel when you sat in this thing. You're sitting almost practically on top of, well, I guess technically you are in the driver's seat, aren't you? It's just a bit weird to me. But really the interior isn't that badly done. A little CB radio there. I don't believe there is any IC to speak of. No, nothing at all. Let's just pop open our HUD. I need to There she is. So yeah, it doesn't seem to have any other options whatsoever that we can work with. Not the end of the world. So let's take a look at our log now. Scrolling up. We do have a warning there. Brand warning, so that's just an XML problem. That appears to be it. So a small warning that could be fixed. I keep finding all these warnings on these John Deere tractors, but none of them seem to be game-breaking warnings, that's for sure. Now that being said, you know, if you are running 30 different John Deeres, all with warnings, that may affect your performance, but so it would appear that by the looks of things, the way I stuck that front weight, which is just a bucket with rocks in it, it would not be collidable. So let's just talk about the textures now real quick. They're all right. You know, they're not disgusting. They're not premium stuff. So yeah, there's not too much to say about this thing, really. It's almost I would say it is pretty much the exact same as it was in FS15. I think the in-cab camera may have changed a little bit though. But other than that, I think it's time that we jump out a game, throw some dirt on it, and see if we get dirt textures. Okie dokie, so we're looking at our John Deere now. We're looking at him with dirt, and I will tell you right now, it actually hasn't been that long since I used this tractor in FS15, and the mud is pretty much the exact same as it was in FS15. It almost just looks like somebody threw a bucket across the thing. Anyways, I really like the textures on this thing. Pretty decently done. Not the best stuff in the world, but all right. So I'm gonna be a little hard on this one. I really like this thing. I'm not saying don't download it, but I've given much better mods low points before, and this thing has some drawbacks to it in my mind. Let's go through the drawbacks. Number one is the modeling. It just needs a little bit more. Number two, some of the lights, although the sounds are there, they're not functioning. The wide wheels on the front of, I am horrible at camera angles apparently, on the front of that one, the one on the far right, just doesn't make sense to me. Non-collidable front bucket there. And we have warning in the log. So I'm going to give this guy 3 stars. Again, I'm not saying don't download this one. I used this one for quite a while in FS15. It's not a perfect mod, but I still had a lot of fun with it. Okay, so take my opinion as you wish and do with it as you will. So I think that's going to do it for this mod review. If you like what you saw today, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe, because I'll be doing plenty more of these. If you dislike what you saw today, go ahead and smash the dislike button. Leave a comment down below as to what you thought. And until next time, you all have a great night. See ya!